How much money would you trust with a person that you've never met before? Because oftentimes that's exactly what you're doing with an exchange or a bank. How much do you trust an entity that you've never looked into the eyes of? You've never shaken their hand. How much can you trust that person? Or do you trust yourself more? If you do trust yourself more than somebody that you've never met, then taking self-custody of your Bitcoin is extremely important. And that's something I'll be going through today in a thread authored by Peter Dunworth and posted by the BTC Therapist. Big thank you to the Bitcoin Therapist. He is commonly sharing these threads. I think there's one every single week, and they're always informative in some way or another. So a big thank you. Let's get into this one about self-custody. A complete guide to self-custody. How to safeguard your Bitcoin. Author, the BTC Advisor, which is a group that Peter Dunworth and Jake BTC Advisor are a part of, and I've covered threads by both of them in the past. Understanding Bitcoin's intricacies can be daunting, especially around custody and security. We are demystifying the concepts with a guide to our approach, collaborative custody multisig. Follow this thread to uncover a roadmap to safeguarding your Bitcoin investment. Bitcoin operates uniquely with transactions on a globally distributed ledger, the blockchain. We'll explore where Bitcoin is stored and understand the counterparty risk. Stay with us for a deeper dive. There is no perfect solution to Bitcoin custody. It's about balancing trade-off. Self-custody isn't just ownership, but control and legacy. Let's begin our journey into security, starting with exchanges. And quick note, what is it with AI hands? What is even going on here? Those hands do not work. Bitcoin exchanges let you buy Bitcoin, but until you withdraw to a personal wallet, you face counterparty risk. Need an example? Remember the FTX failure. Transferring Bitcoin to a personal wallet like Trezor, Ledger, or Coldcard gives you control. These hardware wallets don't hold Bitcoin, but a private key that enables transactions. Understanding this is key. The term hardware wallet is utterly atrocious. We have known a wallet to mean a place that you store money, but you don't store Bitcoin in a wallet. Bitcoin never leaves the blockchain. That is the only place it will ever exist. Imagine this is the Bitcoin blockchain, this ruler here, and every 10 minutes, a new block is found. It comes out, it pulls another bit is found. So it's continually, it keeps on being found, more and more of it. For the ownership of this to be moved, Miner Mike is going to have to use his magic pen, a hardware wallet, if you will, or a signing device. That magic pen allows him to change who owns what. He can take his magic pen, his hardware wallet, or signing device and say, I no longer own this much here. I'm going to sell it to buyer Bob, and now this belongs to buyer Bob. I think the reason people get so mixed up on this is because a hardware wallet, a signing device, is doing a lot of things at once. But at the core of it, it is what allows you to move the Bitcoin from one person to another. It is what allows you to say, I no longer have this, signed by me, and it goes to this other person. Single sig setups are common but have limitations. If the single private key and seed phrase is lost, your Bitcoin may be lost forever. That's where multisig, requiring multiple keys, comes in handy. Multisig adds redundancy and security, like the popular 2 of 3 configuration. It's great for long-term storage and inheritance planning, but managing multiple keys is challenging. Enter collaborative custody multisig. Collaborative custody multisig keeps the benefits of multisig while adding a professional custodian like the BTC Advisor. The arrangement includes 3 keys held by separate entities, enhancing security and convenience. Collaborative custody multisig is about control, convenience, security, and your Bitcoin legacy. We're not just protecting your investment today, but ensuring your digital legacy for the future. Now, if all this talk about multisig and self-custody is in any way confusing, but you're interested in it because you want to take self-custody of your Bitcoin, the professionals over at the Bitcoin Way can absolutely help you, no matter what you're interested in regarding Bitcoin, be it self-custody or inheritance planning, or getting a server set up so that you can accept Bitcoin payments at your place of work. The Bitcoin Way can absolutely help you with that. Schedule a free 30-minute call and get whatever questions you might have about Bitcoin answered. Now, let's explore scenarios that illustrate how collaborative custody multisig helps maintain access to your funds, starting with if the client loses access. Lose your key or seed phrase? With collaborative custody multisig, you can work with the Bitcoin advisor and the custody provider to replace your lost key and recover your funds. If the Bitcoin advisor ceases to exist, rest assured your Bitcoin assets remain secure. Collaborate with the custody provider to replace our key and retain control. Should the custody provider cease to exist, you can still work directly with the Bitcoin advisor to recover your funds. Resilience is at the core of our model. If a client passes away, our model allows beneficiaries to simply ask for help. Our estate plan protocol ensures access to Bitcoin even in the absence of the client. In the very unlikely simultaneous loss of 2 keys, you will lose access to funds. This is mitigated by geographic, commercial, and legal separation. The probability of this risk happening is lower than other security models. Other custody options include keeping Bitcoin on exchange, using a hot wallet, single signature cold storage, and multi-signature cold storage, each with unique trade-offs. Keeping Bitcoin on an exchange, it's convenient, but exposes you to the risks associated with the platform itself. Using a hot wallet, it's flexible, but less secure against cyber attacks, so better for small balances of walking around Bitcoin. And why is she using 2 phones here? Considering single or multi-signature cold storage, these provide enhanced security and redundancy, but come with their unique challenges and personal responsibilities. That is a real big one there, the personal responsibility part there. That is huge. And if you don't trust yourself to do these things safely and securely, then first off, look into why you don't trust yourself very much. And then secondly, talk to somebody about what you can do to mitigate some of those risks. We've journeyed through the world of Bitcoin custody, from basics to collaborative custody multisig. The Bitcoin advisor is here to help you navigate these complexities. Your Bitcoin wealth is safe and accessible with us. In conclusion, the custody method you choose depends on your individual needs and circumstances. It's vital to do your own research thoroughly and consider professional advice before making a decision. Regardless of your choice, remember the golden rule of Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. Always ensure you have control over your private keys. And he's got a couple notes here. It says, note, understanding and managing your Bitcoin investments is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Continue learning, ask questions, and stay updated with changes in the ecosystem. And then last thought, remember, securing your Bitcoin is securing your financial freedom. It's worth every bit of effort and diligence. Stay curious, stay secure, stay free. I can't think of a better way to end this, so let me repeat that. Stay curious, stay secure, and stay free. But now that you've liked and subscribed and done all that jazz, you left a comment down below. Keep the conversation about Bitcoin going. Okay, good. You might enjoy this video here, where I talk about freedom and how actively participating in Bitcoin is a true expression of freedom.